welcome back to my garden. I'm here in our new vegetable bed area and I have our new herb bed right in front of me. So the bed itself is the same as all the others, but the filling is a little bit different. So it is 16 inches deep and the bottom quarter was just like raw wood chips. And then the next quarter up, we did composted wood chips with like some other stuff from our compost pile. Then there's a quarter layer of the regular vegetable bed mix, which is like this stuff here, which has compost, wood mulch, and sand. And then the top quarter is all sand. And the reason we did that was because we're planting mostly like Mediterranean type plants in here. And because we have pretty wet winters, I think having just sand, and it's like really kind of coarse sand with like little rocks and stuff. So I think having this material around their, like the crown of the plant will help them not rot away in winter. So I think that they can handle our temperatures because it doesn't get like that cold. I think most of the plants I got are zone 8. I think one's zone 9, but we'll see what we do with that one. Anyway, yes, I thought I'd just like take you along. I'm gonna set it up. I wanted it to be kind of like semi-formal, so like a little bit organized with like, you know, taller things in specific places. So I think that I'll like lay everything out and then I'll show you what I have. So to begin with, I have this like little bay laurel. So this is like bay leaves. So that's going to be in the center. This is technically a small tree. I don't know that it will survive long enough to become a tree, but I feel like it will make a nice centerpiece. And then for the corners, I have 2 different kinds of lavender. I wanted to try a Spanish kind and a French kind. Oh no, wait, this is English. The Spanish is one of the others. So this is called Elegant Snow and it's a white blooming one. This one is kind of like Provence French lavender, kind of the classic like pale purple. And then the other 2 kinds that I got, this was the one that was Spanish. This one I think is the least hardy, but it had really pretty flowers. So I thought that I would try it. And, you know, if we can give it the conditions that it likes, maybe it will actually, you know, do really well. And then this one was just little platinum blonde. So this one had kind of variegated leaves, so I got it just for that. Okay, and then I got a few different kinds of rosemary. So I have like a trailing one. This one says it's a trailing one, and that's why I got it. It's called Cliffhangers. So I wanted to put that like right on the edge here so that it can hopefully like spill over the side a little bit. And then I got 3 kind of regular upright rosemary to put all around it. So I thought if these kind of become like bushes and then there's like the spilly part here, I thought that that would like look really nice. And then I got 2 different kinds of oregano. I think I would have just gotten the like the Greek one, but they only had one. So I got one of like hot and spicy. So we'll see how that goes. But I thought these ones can go right in here. And then similar to what I did with the rosemary on the other side, I have a few different kinds of thyme. So I got just like a white creeping thyme for the edge because I thought that that could spill. And then I have English thyme, which I suspect is what's going to do best here because I think the climate is the most similar. And then there's also some French thyme just because I wanted to see how it does. And like this one says it's good down to zone 4. So temperature wise, it should be fine. So as long as it doesn't get waterlogged, it should be good. All right, and now I have 2 packs of nodding onions. So these are ones that I propagated last summer. I actually did a video about it. And most of them I've planted out, but I have these 2 clumps. These ones have really pretty flowers. And also, I thought that they might kind of deter different kinds of pests to most of the other things. So, you know, for whatever that's worth. I don't think these ones are super like pesty plants because they're so scented. Some of them have like the fuzzy leaves. So I think like there's different things that won't be interested. But anyway, I also thought that they just like really suit the environment because they also like kind of dry and poor soil. Okay, and then I have these 2 which I grew from seed. So these are calendula. So kind of more like a medicinal, I guess. There are a few medicinals actually, because the other one, okay, I'm not gonna place these because I'm just gonna pop them out directly. but these are some baby purple coneflower seedlings. So I don't know if it'll focus, but Echinacea purpurea. So anyway, I was going to plant a couple of the seedlings out. And then I also have this one geranium, which is like the hardy geranium, Pelargonium crispum. And this one is, it says it's good only to 7 degrees, but I have another one that I overwintered practically outside. I only put it in the workshop when we had like a cold snap that went down to like, I want to say like minus 11 Celsius, which I want to say is about 10 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm not sure. Anyway, so when we had that real cold snap, like all of the potted like geraniums and like fuchsias and things like that, I just like put them all in the workshop and then I brought them back out after. So the one that we have like on our veranda is leafing out again. So I think that they're hardier than like that. And I think where my parents live, it only gets down to I think about -2, but they have them planted all over the yard. So anyway, so I was thinking that one back here, and then I'm gonna put just 2 placeholders. I'll have to go get them. I started some teddy bear sunflowers from seed, so I'm gonna bring those out. And then I also wanted to put spots for sage. We had the hardest time finding some, so I think Lewis was gonna try a different place today. And so I wanted to do 2 clumps of sage back here, and then maybe the sunflowers I'll do on the outside. They're just the dwarf teddy bear ones, but looking at it now, it looks pretty full, so I don't even think it will need it necessarily. And then I'm gonna put one more placeholder right in the front, and that is for some chamomile that we grew from seed. We had like a really bad success rate with the chamomile. I think I must have sowed, I don't know, I think maybe like 21 separate things. And I've only had like one that is growing and I know is definitely chamomile because of the leaves. And then one which still has like its first leaf. So it's kind of hard to tell if it's that or something else. But I'm not sure, if I did something wrong or maybe didn't give them enough light, even though they were under grow lights. So anyway, but the one that did grow, I wanted to kind of front and center here. And I'll see if I can figure out other ways to propagate it, because lavender and chamomile are like some of my 2 favorite teas that I drink all the time. So hopefully I'll have some to like pick and dry this summer. Anyway, I'm gonna get planted and then I'll check in after. So it's actually a couple days later now, but I picked up the 2 sage that I wanted to try. So I got just like a regular one and then a variegated one as well. And I ended up planting the chamomile as well. And I would say compared to the echinacea, the chamomile seems to have really taken off. So that's awesome. I'm glad I put it in the ground. I ended up settling on a top dressing. I decided to go for like a kind of Greece inspired look. So kind of rubble, some like bricks, lots of kind of not shiny rocks, but rocks that look kind of bright in the sun, like a lot of glare, because I figured that these plants would be really at home in that environment. I also used some pumice and just some like pea gravel, and then like the sandy mix kind of looked good as it was. So hopefully that'll all work together to like suppress the weeds a little bit, maybe to retain like a little bit of the moisture, like especially in the summer as they're getting established. So for watering, I think I'll spray it down like once a week. Maybe next year, like if everything makes it through the winter, they maybe will have rooted down into the ground as well. And I think that, I don't know, this is just a guess, but I have a feeling that the type of roots that they have maybe can also like collect dew like from the morning. So in any case,
And then as far as how much light it gets, this is basically like the sunniest location we have. So east is kind of that way, west is that way. So it basically gets like all day sun, maybe around like I don't know 6:30 or so the sun goes behind the trees, but basically the rest of the day it's full sun. So I'm excited to see like they should like grow pretty quickly. And I feel like even in the past couple of days that I've put them in, like the ones that were kind of they had some buds set, like they're looking like they're getting closer to blooming and stuff now. So I've noticed too that the some of the thyme has started to bloom. So yeah, exciting things to come. So I'll keep you posted as it continues to grow. I'm sure it'll be in the background when I start talking about the vegetable gardens as well too. But thanks for coming along on the little tour. I'm in love with the little like Greece inspired bed already. So yeah, thanks for coming along, and I'll catch you next time.